Randy,
Hey, how are you?
good. How are you?
Good, man. Great to talk to you. I'm going to bring up some old memories to you here in a second. Welcome back to the National Defense. It's Randy Miller, and country music legend Clint Black is with us. The guy's done just about everything: singer, songwriter, musician, actor, and now he's back with a new memoir called "Killing Time: My Life in Music." And we want to welcome Clint Black to the National Defense. Clint, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Good to be here.
I know that you've done a million radio shows, and I did a crazy morning show at Q104 in Kansas City. And I got to tell you about one experience when you came in. We had a very young traffic reporter named Jillian, and Jillian's dream was to sing with Clint Black. And you obliged her, and she still talks about it to this day. But I mean, you made so many people's lives much happier throughout the years, and that was just one of
Thank you. That's how I was hoping you said I did it.
them. You did, and Clint, and I don't know if you talk about this in the book or not, but when you were coming up in country music, that was kind of the standard thing. You would go to morning radio shows. You get up early in the morning. You would get there at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you would play a few songs. And man, how radio has changed now. I mean,
Yeah.
you're lucky if you get a live host.
Yeah, I don't have as much contact. I tried over the years in my time off to go and do those things because it's easier than while you're touring and singing at night. Getting up at 6 in the morning to go down and always appreciated. I always felt like you guys in radio are there because you love music. It's not
Right.
because you love radio, you love the music, and you're entertainers just like us. So I always try to keep that in perspective.
Oh, I appreciate that. We're talking to Clint Black here in the National Defense, Killing Time, My Life in Music. And let's talk about you starting out in Houston uh, and bouncing around the clubs there in Texas. That's a long way from Nashville, isn't it?
It is, and I never wanted to go to Nashville without first finding a manager because I knew that it was this enigma, a labyrinth of pitfalls, and so I just kept playing the bars, trying to get a good demo made. Couldn't do it. Couldn't afford to make a good one. Didn't have the time and energy to make it work. And then met this guitar player on a single gig where I needed a band, and that was Hayden Nicholas. And Hayden was so good that I just gravitated to him and said, "What are you doing, Woody?" "Well, what are you doing?" "Well, I'm trying to get a demo made." "Oh, I have an 8-track recording machine." So we made a deal to start demoing my songs, and the first one was Nobody's Home, and I used that to go find a manager. I knew a guy who was a record promoter in Houston, Sammy Alfano, who took me to see Bill Ham, ZZ Top's manager. And
Oh,
that was a
wow.
big break because he knew the people in the industry. He was sophisticated in the industry, and turned out to be the worst choice. I would end up in a 2-year lawsuit just to get away from him.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so but that was my big break. It led to meeting with RCA Records and getting that deal.
Yeah, and Clint, it's easy to kind of get lost in the fact that you look at somebody with a career like you've had and that you're having, and you had 20, sell 20 million records. He won Grammys. I mean, it'd be easy for somebody to look at that and just go, "Man, that guy he must have just fallen into the right place at the right time." But it took a while, didn't it?
Yeah, I always wonder when I see someone's career explode, what did they do? What did they go through? You know, being the youngest of 4 boys, trying to keep up with my brothers, and then as a teenager for 4 years, 6 days a week, selling newspaper subscriptions door to door, 99.9% rejection in that job, sort of set me up for all those years in the bars. And I played, for next to nothing for about 10 years before finding that manager and getting that record deal. And along with that are, the crazy things. I start the book off where I nearly drowned when I was 13. I had earlier cracked my head on the pool and was floating unconscious in the water when I was 8, and a guy jumped in and saved me. I ended up with this issue with water that I would self analyze my way out of. But and then even from there, just subsistence living, working in the bars for that long, it was crazy, like everybody's lives. Everybody
Yeah.
has their ups and downs and their rainy days. Uh, Once you get into the business, that's when the hard work really begins, because you have all of this stuff you have to balance with being a singer at night. All of the biggest moments, on stage in front of thousands of people, opening for Alabama, being up on the CMA Awards, singing to a crowd that was everyone I had grown up listening to, and all of those moments were challenged by vocal cords that had been overworked. And so it was a lot of stress and worry. There was the lawsuit getting away from that manager. There would be other issues that would come up. And the behind the scenes stuff, I think, is a good lesson for anyone trying to get into this business, to know that, if you think it's hard, you're right, and it is for everyone. It's Ella Langley is experiencing that right now. I know she's trying to figure out how to stay on her feet, and I knew I could have fallen prey to alcohol abuse or drug addiction, just trying to deal with all the stress and strain. And the normal life stuff, a bicycling accident, not a dramatic accident, but a dramatic injury to my spinal cord, my spine. I spent the next 20 years coming off the road at the end of the year and going right into surgery to get it done,
Wow.
give me time to recover before things started up again. Just getting my spine right. All of those things, just I think, I hope mostly that some young aspiring singer or their parent will read the book and understand that they say Nashville is a 10-year town. I did my 10 years in Houston, but it was a 10-year town thing. And then be ready for the hard work that comes after that, because if you get your way, you're going to really, really work hard, and you're going to have to juggle it all.
Yeah. And then you got to top yourself every time. We're talking to Clint Black here in the National Defense, and I want to go back to your brothers for just a second, because our audience is mainly active duty military veterans and their families. And I know your brother served, your dad served. I know that you have headlined some USO tours, and in fact, I didn't know this until today. You wrote an entire musical based on a soldier coming back from Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, it was. I'd written an entire Christmas album, and that was the launching pad for this story. Looking for Christmas, and the soldier had come home, lost his buddy over in Afghanistan, and he was having a hard time at Christmas. You know, he was looking for it, and
Mhm.
I had to write some new songs for that. They're all in one place now, the Christmas collection. And
Is that musical available somewhere? Can we see that
no,
somewhere?
no, we gave it a run at the Old Globe Theater in San Diego, and it
Oh,
just
sure.
it didn't make it anywhere past that. But it was a great story, one that I think a lot of people could relate to.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't go over and have those experiences in the theater of war, a lot of times at Christmas, people, uh, they deal with great big holes in their life.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your support for veterans. Thank you for everything you've done, and thanks for being a great model as a husband too. 34 years to Lisa.
Yeah, 35 in October. Our daughter is 25. It wasn't easy. We, went through some failed pregnancies, and really worried that we weren't going to be able to have a child. And Got through that. We have a wonderful daughter. She's following in my footsteps, writing songs, good
Wow.
songs, and someday great songs. We accidentally write a great song every now and then when we're trying to write a good one. Um, so
Oh,
we're
that's so
loving
good.
life. We're very blessed, and we thank God. We pray every night for those who protect us in our peace
Thank
and
you.
their families who wait and worry. And
Well,
we
thank you.
pray that they get the leadership they deserve.
The memoir is called Killing Time, My Life in Music. Clint, thank you so much for the time, man, and continued great success.
Thanks, and good to see you.
Good to see you, man. That's so good.